The energy coming forward today is so powerful. I am trusting if this has shown up for you, it is for a reason. I was hearing that you have taken your pain off the pedestal. And I was literally being given the imagery of like a scale and this large mass representing your pain, weighing the scale all the way down. It was like this huge, tall mass. And I'm hearing rightfully so. Okay, this is a collective that has experienced severe pain, severe trauma throughout their life, so much heartbreak. It's like heavy to tap into, okay? But you taking this off the pedestal is basically replacing on the scales where your pain was weighing things down. It was like you were leading with pain, you were leading with your pain. Perhaps it affected how you viewed life. You had this bitterness towards how things evolved within your life, your relationships even. But there's something about you now taking it off the pedestal and replacing that mass with your power, with your strength, with the fact that even with all of that pain, because this is not to discount the pain, this is not to say that it no longer exists or that you don't have your moments where you still feel hurt that you had to experience these things, okay? There was no fairness in the pain that you've experienced throughout your life, okay? But this is just something that you have accepted as part of your story, as part of who you are. And you've, again, transformed that pain into purpose, into power, into recognizing that you're a fucking badass for still being here, for still choosing to move forward, for still choosing to try, for still choosing to find reasons to continue forward with all of this pain, okay? So again, this is not discounting the pain. This is actually taking it and allowing it to empower you and to remind you how beautiful of a soul you are for being able to take all of that and still turn something beautiful into it, okay? Which is the life that is unfolding for you now. That's really what's coming through, okay? This is very powerful. I'm getting a bit emotional as well. Okay, so I'm here with you. I feel you. If this is coming across your feed, it has not been an easy journey at all. It's been very painful. There's been so many times where you have trusted, you've poured into things, you've tried to be a loving, giving person in situations that gave you the exact opposite, okay? And there have been times where, again, you walked through life very bitter because of this. You walked through life not trusting. You walked through life feeling like maybe you needed to match your environment rather than being who you truly are. But again, there's something that has uncovered and ended, cycles that have ended within you where you've really accepted that you just are going to be this light of a person, regardless of what you've been through. And that, again, is empowering you even more to move in new directions, okay? The cycle of pain, this is showing like, yeah, the immense amount of pain that you've been through, okay? 10 being an end of a cycle. This is ending now. This is ending now, and you have opportunities coming in because of it. Because when you put your pain on a pedestal, when you are leading with your pain, it's almost like that energy is attracting more of it, okay? You're going into situations expecting disappointment. So what happens? You end up disappointed. But there's something now where, again, it's flipped. You've flipped the script on your pain to where you've just taken it as like character development, truly. You've allowed it to be character development. You've allowed the lessons from those pain points to actually be integrated in your being, so that you can move forward in new directions, uncover more about yourself. Yeah, you've really come home to yourself through this process as well. There's something about you coming closer in alignment with your intuition, removing yourself from conflict, also recognizing that this conflict has also been a catalyst. It was just 444. Okay, you have so much divine protection. I'm feeling tingly in my crown and my third eye. You're very intuitive, and I feel like your intuition has only gotten stronger through this process of alchemy that you've been doing, alchemizing all of the trauma that you've experienced, facing it head on, looking at it for what it is, and then also recognizing that you don't have to carry it in the same way anymore, that you have the power to, again, be reborn through this, through looking at your pain in a new light, through alchemizing that energy. And again, taking all of your story and saying, a lot of you, I'm feeling like very creative energy from you. Okay. So it's like, what can I create from this place? How can I inspire others from this place? How can I just, even whether this is like on a public scale or not, even just like in your close relationships, it's like you are an inspiration to so many because of what you have overcome, the battles that you have overcome, the battles that, again, you've allowed to close out versions of yourself and then come out stronger, come out better, come out more in tune, more connected. There are certain battles that you have faced, that you have overcome, that could have taken other people out or would have completely taken them off the path, okay, to enlightenment, to heightened perspective, to purpose. Okay, you could have gone that direction. It feels like it would have been very easy for you because of what you've been through. And you refused. You refused to do that. Instead, you took it as an opportunity to continue to evolve. You've been through like deep, deep evolution. And I feel like a lot of this pain has been through structures that were supposed to give you comfort, okay? This is like family life. Family, home life seems to be very significant. Even close friendships, I'm hearing, definitely within like close relationships, romantic partnerships as well. These environments where it was like you should have been able to trust, you should have been able to like be vulnerable and open yourself up. And those are the situations and the places where you experienced so much of this pain. But again, there's something now where it's like you're no longer allowing the past, you're no longer allowing this pain to get in the way of what it is that you are moving towards. Yeah, what it is you're moving towards, okay? And we have the World and Three of Cups. Through this process as well, you're also recognizing who is your soul family or coming into union with your soul family, finding those people who actually celebrate your being, who actually celebrate you being your fullest self, who are not afraid of your power, okay? Because I feel like a lot of people who have maybe stripped away from your path that you've had to end relationships with or move away from were scared of how much power you actually hold, of how you're able to continue to have a spark ignited, even with all of the pain that you've been through. It's like scary for people. It's threatening to some people because you're like, how did that not take you out? How did that not take you out? How are you still getting up repeatedly, trying again and again? And so those are the people who have fell off because they were weak is what's coming through. They were too weak to handle you at your fullest power. And so now that you've released yourself from a lot of these relationships and connections, again, you're recognizing who's actually there for you through this process. 808 may be significant for some of you. I just saw that. You're recognizing who actually gets to be with you as you continue to evolve and awaken to even more truths of yourself, even more of your power. And again, there's like major cause for celebration. These are cycles you've closed out that were literally tormenting you for your entire lifetime. So pat yourself on the back. Be so proud of yourself. Be so proud of yourself. I'm proud of you. Oh my gosh, this energy is so beautiful. It is not for naught, okay? All of the efforts that you have put forth, everything that you have done in order to get to this place where you can actually put that pain off the pedestal, that's what's rewarding you. Expect deeper connections, more aligned opportunities, more love for life, more lust for life. Like you're just going to enjoy your life so much better because you've come to this realization that you're a badass. Like literally that just keeps coming through. And nothing's brought you down before and nothing's going to get you down ever again. Like you are so empowered at this time and you are blazing a path forward for yourself. And there's so much to celebrate because of just you being you. I love you so much.